Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Nadila Aladawiyah from Information System for B class. Today, I will be presenting a step-by-step explanation of system administration tasks related to directory structure, file manipulation, access permissions, symbolic links, and user masks in Ubuntu. Without further ado, let's jump into the first subject. The first subject is directory structure setup. First, we want to create a main directory using the mkdir command with -p to ensure that the parent directories are created if they do not exist. And then we can just enter the directories we want to create, which is /home/mahasiswa/student_id_student name. But it results in an error which the permission is denied. To overcome the permission issues, we can use the sudo command. And then we can make directory, and then we can just enter the directory we wanted to create earlier. After we enter the password, the directory is successfully created. Next, we want to set the proper permission for this directory. Same as before, we use sudo command with chmod and set it to 7755, where the owner can read, write, and execute, while group and others, which is 55, can read and execute but not write. And then you can just enter the directory we want to set. Next, we want to also change the ownership for this directory. Same as before again, we use sudo command and we use chown command and set the owner to Nadila. And then we can just enter the directory we want to set to. In this directory setup, we can also create subdirectories at once. Same as before, we can make the directory as command with -p, and then we can just enter the directory we want to create, which is document, archive, and code. Next, we also want to display our directory structure using the ls command, which stands as list, and -r to display the list of files and subdirectories. And then we can just enter the directories we want to display. And the output is archive, document, and code, which is the subdirectories we created earlier. Next, we want to, for the file manipulation subject, we can create a file and enter the contents of that file with echo command with -p to allow new line characters such as /n to be read properly. And then we can just enter the contents, which is name, student ID, and study program. And then we can just set the directories we want to put the file in, which is the subdirectory documents with file name as identity.txt. In this file manipulation, we can also copy files. For example, use cp command and we can copy file from document directories with identity.txt file to another subdirectory such as archive And we can set the name as identity underscore backup.txt. Next, we can also move files from a directory to another. For example, we can use the mv command and we can set the directories we want to move, which is document, this with identity.txt file. And we can move it to another directory, which is the code directory. We can also display the file contents with the cat commands. So, for example, we can display the document/identity.txt file, but it results in no such file or directory error. The reason is because we have moved the directory earlier to another directory, which is code. Another example, we can display the file contents of the archive identity underscore backup.txt file, and the output is the same as the contents we have entered earlier. Next, the next subject is file permission settings. So we can change the file permission settings of this directory, which is archive/identity underscore backup.txt with the chmod command and set it to 640, where 6 means owner can read and write, and group means, and 4 means group can read and others have no access to it. We can also change the file ownership with sudo and chown command. So we can change the owner to root and group it to staff. And we can enter the directories we want to set ownership to. To verify the permission changes, we can use ls-l command and enter the directory we want to display. And this is the display of the file details, including the ownership earlier and the permissions. The next subject is symbolic links. First, for example, we can create a reference file first. Same as before, we use echo command, and you can enter the contents of the file and put it in a directory reference studentid.txt file. And we can create a symbolic link using the ln command with -s to create a symbolic link pointing to the symbolic link of the reference studentid.txt, and we can set the symbolic link as shortcut underscore studentid.txt. And to verify the symbolic link, we can use the ls-l command and you can see that this directory includes the archive document code we created earlier, and also the file we have created as reference, and also the symbolic link we have created, which pointed to the reference file. Next, for example, we can change the contents of the reference file using echo. And if we display the shortcut, which use cat command, and we enter the symbolic link earlier, the output will be the same as the contents we have changed earlier. This means that we don't have to change the contents of the shortcut because it automatically linked to the reference file. The next subject is user mask. So first we can create the default umask value with umask command, and the output is 0002. And we can also change the umask value by command umask and input the value we want to change. Next, we can create a new file using touch command with data underscore student id.txt file as the name. And then we can check the file permission using the ls-l command. And we can see that the expected permissions confirm that the unmasked setting worked. Maybe that's it from me. I apologize if there is any mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.